Into the windup and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, the fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Michael Saunders steps in hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Logan Knudsen set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul.
Here you go, baby. Find a good pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third.
Come on, come on.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Well, always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Number 28 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When you're a hitter, there's only 2 times where you know for sure you've got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats, it feels so good. And 2 is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for 3?
Here's Yasmani Tomas as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 balls,
it's
no strikes.
danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
Get on for us here.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Third inning, no score to this point.
Time, right now. Come on now, one pitch, right here.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go. All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right.
Get off.
Saunders is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
Alcides Escobar will stride forward now, looking to keep that hit streak alive. Currently at 6 games entering play.
Escobar.
Hey, come on now. Here we go.
Not even close
It's
on that
0-1.
swing. No balls and a strike.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Hey, we got nobody.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tap down the line. Goldschmidt scoops it up to the bag with it as Goldschmidt to record the out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Kevin Plawecki will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
1 strike.
And he falls behind 0-2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Hey, if you like a good pitcher's duel, it looks like we've got one brewing right here. 2 outs now in the bottom of the third, and both of these guys look like they have their good stuff.
Patrick Corbin is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Well, give him some credit. With 2 outs, a lot of pitchers will just leave that bat on their shoulder, but he's at least taking some hacks and making the pitcher work.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
And the hope was that he...
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Logan Knudsen gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Skied into straightaway right. Saunders on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Mets nothing. Leading off the inning, David Wright, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Strange racing back. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Yoenis Cespedes digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Oh.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. On the ground to third. Right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Kyle Blanks will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Ain't nobody out now.
And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball, 1 gone.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Got 1 here.
Here we go.
Standing in now, Daniel Coburn. Taken high and deep to right. Tomas ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
And as a pitcher, when your guys aren't scoring any runs for you, it makes things awfully difficult out there for you. I mean, he's held them off for as long as he could, but now with one swing, this is a completely different ballgame.
Here's Michael Saunders now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Hey, just you and him. Get him yourself.
Ripped down the first base line. Taken in by Goldschmidt. And he'll take this to the bag himself. And there are 2 away now.
Shortstop, number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Hey,
Settling in now, Alcides Escobar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Back up the middle and deflects off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. And that'll put an end to the inning. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Kevin Plawecki gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Catcher, Kevin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Going out now.
Sent in the air out to straightaway central. There now is Pollock, and he's got it for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Patrick Corbin will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
David Wright will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now pitch swung on and missed as they get ahead of Wright now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. Number 28 stands in.
Hey, nice and patient. Get
Number
your pitch.
28.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Michael Conforto steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Alcides Escobar stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had one hit, but he definitely made it count. Big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
No errors.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 5-1. So long from New York.
The loss goes to Randall Delgado. He falls to 1-1.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting in the National League West, the Arizona Diamondbacks got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 9-8. Clayton Kershaw collected win number 3 this year as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-3. Jason Rogers had a big fly with 5 driven in, leading the Brewers to a win over the Padres 7-5. The Reds totaled 13 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-2. The Cardinals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-4. The Mets got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays 4-3. The Kansas City Royals swung it well with 15 hits in this one as they pummeled the Yankees 11-0. The Red Sox grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the visiting Rays 7-5. The win was their 6th in a row. The Houston Astros allowed only 5 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 4-1.
Well, the desert clouds are out in force this evening as you get a look inside Chase Field here in Phoenix. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He comes into this one as Mr. Clutch in this lineup, carrying a batting average with runners in scoring position over 350. That's pretty reliable, so he could definitely be an impact player in this game.
And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Odubel Herrera heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Hey, come on now, here we go.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They come into this one fresh off a victory last time out that ended a 6-game losing streak.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Grounded back up the middle. Pennington over to his left. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. Cesar Hernandez gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Liner towards second. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. The throw home. Here's the tag from Castillo. They got him at the plate.
Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Oh, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails his man at home.
We got one, man.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1.
Yeah, high fastball up and in, followed by a curveball down and away. 2 very different looks so far. And he's set up to go just about anywhere now.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. And he hasn't been missing much lately, hitting 3 home runs over the last 10 ball games. Not an eye-popping statistic, but still a good indication that he's been in a groove at the plate.
and that misses inside 1-0. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Baez racing back at the track. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Connor Strange comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Diamondbacks, left fielder Connor Strange.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And it's been a less than amazing start to the road trip, too. They've won just 1 of their first 4 games, so they'll be looking to turn that around here.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively in this one.
Number 28 will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Up top, it's 2-0. Right side, hit hard. A spin and a throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Martin Maldonado is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And you know, he did a good job of getting out of trouble in that first inning. That makes getting the leadoff man here important for him to start the second.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, their starter has a ton of strikeouts, among the league leaders. That sometimes leads to some complacency out in the field. They're going to have to stay on their toes, be ready, because they will be involved.
Freddie Galvis will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
Good change up there as he takes command. 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with some.
Weak roller right side. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, left fielder, Trace Thompson.
Trace Thompson will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Ball to strike on the outer half. 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. And, oh, look out! Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Adam Morgan set to lead off the third. 9, 1, and 2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Pennington onto the grass, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line, and so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Odubel Herrera stands in.
One down.
Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
Come on, guys.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Cesar Hernandez is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
2 out, nobody on. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Strange on the move, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Phillies down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Settling in now, Logan Knudsen. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Logan Knudsen.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
When you're a hitter, there's only two times where you know for sure you've got a hit. One is when you hit one into the seats. It feels so good. And two is when you split the outfielders like that. Right off the bat, you know it's a double. The only thing in your mind, can I go for three?
Coming to the plate now, Connor Strange, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Hey, here we go. Come on now. One time.
Hit to third. Franco has it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Number 28 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Come on now. Get your pitch up
Here
there,
comes
kid.
the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score.
Hey, get your pitch up.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Hey, stick your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Galvis.
Hold on right here.
Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Michael Franco is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And he falls behind 0-2. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Chop foul wide of first.
No, that's a foul ball.
Ready with the 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Doyle.
Into the box, Martin Doyle. He flew out in his last at-bat.
2 down here.
Nope.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Plays it first.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
With a really dangerous hitter up there.
Backhanded. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Logan Knudsen will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit.
Right guy, right spot.
Connor Strange stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Let her rip. Here we go.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go. Come on now, 1 pitch right here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
The 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
What's your pitch?
Skied into straightaway right. Brown is under it. And that's the 3rd out. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. Martin Maldonado heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Stepping in, Freddie Galvis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Pull up. It's out.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field.
Take it. I got it.
Baez will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Now to the plate, Trace Thompson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Adam Morgan will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning.
Phillies strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Number 28 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Ball.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Come on, big guy.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And so far, he's been real effective using that inside part of the plate tonight. I don't think that pitch was even in the strike zone, and Show Track will confirm that for us right now. But I guess he felt like it was close enough that he had to take a rip at it.
Leading off the inning, Odubel Herrera, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Hey, no one down here.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Straight smoke right there. Both pitches in the upper 90s.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Now batting,
Cesar Hernandez comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. And they'll get to fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
third baseman
Michael Franco will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Out in front of it, strike 1. Called strike 0-2.
There we got one.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Strange has it in his tracks, and that retires the side.
One left for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Martin Doyle will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout.
Come on, guys.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And we got no one here.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, this guy has been like a maestro out there tonight. He starts another inning off with a strikeout. And a lot of these guys, they're not even close with their swings. He's had them eaten right out of the palm of his hand.
Martin Maldonado will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baez is there.
I got it. Ball.
2 down.
Yeah, it looked like this might be much more off the bat, but this ballpark has really played large tonight. And, you know, we've seen a few balls right now really get knocked down out there.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Plays it first here.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. 7th inning stretch time coming up here in the desert. D-backs out in front, 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Logan Knutson will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and reined in, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Connor Strange.
Connor Strange will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, see it up, drive the other way. Let's go,
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
All right, come on now.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, I think there's something to be said for being patient, and then there's being overly patient. I mean, especially with 2 strikes, you've got to protect the plate up there. But he looks at 4 pitches, and he never even took the bat off his shoulder.
Standing in now, number 28. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Hey, come on now, big dog.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Hey, be patient, be patient.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there, 3-2 now.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get the pitch. Nobody's better.
2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Trace Thompson comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he throws it away.
What is going on? Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Runner at third here, nobody out. This is hit softly to third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Well, there's a big decision there. He decides he wants to come home with this thing. Maybe not the wisest move he could have made, and the throw's too late to get his man.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Dominic Leone will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you. And he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 4-2. Good night from Phoenix.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. A reminder that Foscane Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, Chad Bettis got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run, leading the Rockies to a win against the Diamondbacks 6-3. Matt Shoemaker allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win as the boys in blue took care of the Marlins 3-0. The San Diego Padres allowed only 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-1. The Minnesota Twins launched 3 home runs as they took down the Nationals in Washington 11-4. The Chicago Cubs cracked 14 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-5. The Cardinals cracked 16 hits on the day as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-5. The Braves knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-4. Zach Wheeler earned the victory while striking out 11 as the Mets bested the Pirates 5-4. The Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 4-2. The Toronto Blue Jays took down the visiting Orioles 5-4. The New York Yankees totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 4-2. The Detroit Tigers sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 6-1. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim cracked 16 hits on the day as they bested the visiting Indians 6-4. The Oakland Athletics picked up, 19 hits in this one as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 7-4. The Houston Astros dropped 4 home runs in this one as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-3. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.